Okay, good morning. Today is on December 18, 2024. This is Joseph with Small Money Traders. I haven't streamed in a couple of days because I was under the weather. I'm still not 100%, but I'm feeling much better. So I decided to stream today and for the rest of the week, hopefully. And probably my last stream for the year will be Christmas Eve, I believe. I think the 24th. Yeah, in the morning yeah, I'll probably do my last stream for the year, then take some time off, spend with my family, and probably start back up on the second, probably. Yeah, probably January 2nd. So it'll be a good about 10 days off from trading and streaming, and just kind of recharge and get back on track for the new year. So, with that said, this is for this stream. I try to do it every day from 9 to 12, and this is for educational purposes only. This is not a recommendation to buy or sell any foreign exchange or future contracts. Trading is difficult. Trading is not something that's easy. So we gotta have the proper training to make the best decision possible. Even with that, it's still gonna be a challenge. The reality is only 5% of people that trade make money. So let's keep that in mind. This is not rich get rich quick scheme where you're gonna come here today and start learning how to trade and make a whole lot of money. So there's gonna be always things we need to learn. And after trading close to 2 decades now, I still learn every day. So that's something you should expect to be doing for the rest of your trading career. So with that said, it's 9:23. So we got about 6 minutes or so before the market opens officially at 9:30 here in New York. Um, I So right now we're looking at this market pre-market the SPY, the SPY, which is exactly like function like the S&P 500 futures. So we're going down overnight. After market closed yesterday, we went up. Even early in the morning this morning, pre-market we went higher. So this is the 30-minute SPY, and probably the QQQ. Probably doing the same. That's kind of trade like the Nasdaq. And yesterday, after market closed, which is the light blue background, it went higher, then tanked, recovered a little bit, and pre-market early, we had some bullish movement. Now we are tanking. So with that said, let's just look at directly into the charts here. Yeah, that's where we just left QQQ to the NQ. As you can see here, we have yesterday was definitely very messy day compared to Monday. Monday was pretty straightforward. Monday you just buy at the open and let this thing run, but you know you don't know until it actually happened. But here we got into resistance yesterday that was created by this last the couple candles before the close yesterday on Monday, and that resistance held once here overnight and early in the early morning session about 7 a.m. He kept the market, the seller stepped in and pushed the market down. So now we're looking at today being a day that overall this market has been in the uptrend. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We have definitely some days though it pulled back, but just looking at this screen here, big move up, kind of consolidate here, and then back and forth here, then a big move up. So if the same pattern continues here, if you get this consolidation, today could be a day where we consolidate again. And again, the bias is always in this market here. When I'm looking at it, there's a lot of support right here. So okay, we may come down. We may go down here. So right now we're trading at 21,981, 982. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of movement toward those fair value gaps and the push up from there. So that's what I would look. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to the NQ here. Maybe some continued movement down. Get some people short down here, and then return the market. But at the same time, we may not even make it down there. If we can just take out this high, it's about 22,008. If we take that, we may just take off at the. We may just take off if we can take this level out. So overall, I think I'm bullish, but the market is selling off right now. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Same thing is happening here, probably in the ES. ES is definitely looking more bearish than pretty much same pattern really when you think about it. Even though yesterday movement on the ES, definitely those lower highs and lower lows would tell me we're looking to sell. And also here, there's a trend line that got broken. This trend line got broken here, so that's something we gotta keep in mind. That's a 30-minute chart. So when it comes to my daily bias, I use that as my big picture chart. So we may see some movement still to the downside here. One same scenario could happen here. Come back down to the zone and bring it back up. Oh, if we get above this blue line, get above this, then we may see some movement to the downside, like earlier we said with the NQ. So, with that said, it's 9:29, less than a minute before the market opens. So we're gonna see how the first 5 minutes go, and based on that, we'll make some decision whether we're gonna be trading long or short. Again, we usually go for a scalp. The first, if we trade the ES, we go for 10 ticks on the first target, and the second target, sometime based on how the market's moving, we'll wait for the regular 5 points, or we can even give it more room. So, it's 9:30, market's open. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna let this market digest for the next 5 minutes. Digest on the movement from the open. So right now we're gonna see a little back and forth, and until we actually pick a direction, and picking the direction will vary from day to day. Some days it's gonna happen in the first 5 minutes. Some days may not happen in the first couple hours. So, and some days we will not have a direction at all. We just gotta be nimble enough to recognize that and know, hey, if I'm gonna take this trade, it's gonna be a short-lived move. There's gonna be no momentum. If it's ranging, I'm gonna buy the support and sell the resistances. And but if it's trending, it's a trending day, you definitely can let it run. Now, right now, we're gonna be Looks like some selling off happening right now, so let's see what happens. NQ is already selling off. And, so, but market internals, first couple of minutes first minute or so is green. So let's wait and see how this market goes today. Just gonna be patient, like we always need to be when trading. So we're at a support level on the ES. So let's see a breakdown here to the next one, which is at 60.41. So any up movement from here would not be surprising, at least temporarily. So let's wait and see. And also pre-market, this market kind of tanked pretty, pretty straight down. So having some people taking their profit right now would push this market up a little bit. We'll see. See if there's any news. Okay, so we got a FOMC today, which is probably not gonna help with as far as market direction early on. Because typically on the day with FOMC, the Feds meet. We're gonna have the statement and we're gonna have the conference at 2:30. Statement at 2. So that makes a lot of sense. This market might be one of those that doesn't give you much of a direction all day. But even though so far it's kind of, trying to the downside. Some buyings are happening here. But let's find out what it does. Yeah, FOMC today at 2:30. Definitely today to be careful. I could be extra careful. So, all right. Looks like we're pushing down. So it's about another minute. It'll be 9:35. But again, as you can see on the top left, ES is ranging, so it's really not time to make any decision yet. And we're at support. We will not be selling right here either. So with that said, we're just gonna wait in here and see how it goes. So I still have a little bit of a cough, so I had to mute myself to cough. But let's wait and see, Because right here what looks like this could be a manipulation here, where they get some people short for a couple ticks and then they reverse it. But will that be the case? We don't know. We're definitely at the moment biased to the short side. Kind of same things happening here in the NQ. See if they're gonna keep pushing it down. Yeah, they're pushing it down. Okay. Definitely at the moment, the sell seems to be more likely to work, and that's why we do in trading. We look for a position where it's more likely to work out. That's why we're not married to a bias. We go by what the market is doing at the moment, and that can change at any time. So we broke down the support. So what I would like to see here, probably a couple more bars to the upside, couple bars to the upside here, then a U-turn. Then we probably can think about going short. Is that the short setting up right now? Let's see. I think we're gonna do an NDT. We're gonna sell on the bar down here. Because right now we're at 48 and a quarter. Well, let's do that.
Order submitted.
We're gonna we'll show at 45 and 3/4 if we get down there. If not, if we get a bullish bar here, this order will cancel automatically.
Order canceled.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna try it again here. Okay.
Order submitted.
Remember, this was support at one point. Now, if it's hitting it, it should become resistance. So, let's see if we can get filled.
Order filled.
We get filled. First target is at the new low. We'll have to make a new low by a tick or two. That would be our first target. And the second target is right above that next support line. So let's see how it goes here. Let's see how it goes. And we're shorting the ES on after the pullback here to this resistance zone, which was support. Now it's becoming resistance. Now it's really going against us. Let's see what the deal is here on the order flow. Okay. Above 52, this trade is probably no longer valid. So that's why I have my stop right here. Above 52, we don't want to be in this trade anymore. So let's wait and see how it goes here. We're gonna see some ranging action going on here. Looks like the sellers want to get back and take control here. Get back in control. So let's see. See if we can push past that previous low, which would give us the first target. Yeah, this short trade here is not looking too good. We're gonna stick to our original um, stop, but unless we get a turnaround right at the moment, anything above 60-50 here should be taken as bullish. So yeah, that's why we have a stop in place in case it goes against us. And that's why the stop is there to say, hey, to admit that, hey, we're wrong, and this trade's not gonna work out. Now, if it's gonna work out, obviously that's what we'd like to see. Yeah, sellers are getting back in contention here. I remember we took this position before it started to range like this. We took the position right after we have that negative bar here. That's when we got in, and then it started to range like this. So that's why in the market, you cannot predict what's going to happen next. You can only act based on where you are at the moment in the market. At the moment, it looks like it was just a pullback to this previous resistance. To this previous support that became resistance. But right now it's kind of ranging down here. And order flow wise is very mixed right now. So as you can see, it's kind of reflecting the price action here, ranging. So let's wait and see how it goes. Sellers are coming back into contention. So hopefully that will give us a winner here. NQ is starting to go down here, so hopefully that will the ES will follow. Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like this short will be working out at the moment. So let's see. We got a couple more points to a target to a stop. So there's still a chance to turn around here because we're very we are very indecisive right now at the moment. We definitely know the NQ is at a resistance. The ES looks like some sellers are coming in at the moment too. So we may see a push down at the moment, but let's see if it's going to be sustained here to really turning around where we can get to our first target at least. Doesn't look like it's likely here. But again, we're going to stick to our original plans, which was, hey, above 52.5, we're going to be out of the trade. We don't want the adverse price action dictate why we do. We want to have a plan. If it doesn't go as planned, then we take the stop loss, we take the stop out, and then we reassess. And when you look at this market here, we had a nice little sell-off pre-market, thinking, hey, we're gonna get a continuation here. We're not getting that, so we're getting a reversal. So let's wait and see how it goes. About 5 ticks to a stop. So things. It's the thing with trading. Until you're out, you don't know really if you're gonna be out. So right now, it's a little bit of a fight between the sellers and buyers right here. Okay, about 3 ticks to a stop. So sellers are still present here, but they may get run over here because there's definitely momentum is to the upside here. Now, if we get back to 49, we may think, okay, we may see some more bearish movement here. Yeah, whenever we get back to 49, and meaning hey, we're probably gonna continue higher here. Okay, gonna hit a almost hit a stop here. Maybe one more tick here, we'll be out of this trade.
Stop filled.
We are out. So what do we do next? We're just gonna have to wait and see if this is a true reversal. Getting some green background on the NQ. Still below VWAP on the NQ. Let's look at the ES. Probably still below VWAP as well, but looks like we're marching higher here. Order flow definitely getting bullish. Market internals are green now. Market internals are green. Now the thing again, we went short based on pre-market movement. Thinking, hey, we're going lower here, and we did not. So now we're gonna be leery here to go long. I mean to go short again. Even though we're gonna be heading to a resistance level because that big fair value gap created in the ES. I call it big because 69 to about 10 points. So for the ES, that's kind of a big gap. So let's see. Will we get a pullback here to try to go long, or is it gonna be just hitting the VWAP and turn around to the downside again? So it's just gonna have to wait and see. So far, one trade, one loss. Charlie was only 9.55. So we're just gonna wait and for a clearer picture here. But at the moment, this does look like a reversal. And I did like a FOMC too because we had this big. I mean, overnight we kind of grinded higher. Got 2 bars with that make this whole about an hour of movement that makes it all the way down here. I'm looking at the bottom right chart. So let me make it bigger. So these 2 candles really made it all the way down here. Now it looks like we're experiencing a reversal to the upside, which we're kind of open. We're kind of hoping that it makes it down here to this support zone, but it never did. That's another reason to like, okay, if our premise is gonna make it down here, if we have to make it down here, so we have to fill us before we get there. But we'll only be able to manage maybe a couple points, couple ticks into profit, and then it turns around on us. Now again, here we'll be careful. This is gonna be a resistance zone, so we may see some selling coming in here. So let's wait. Watching the view app. So may see some selling here. If you remember correctly, 52 and a half was my stop, but I got taken out at 52 and 3/4. This is one of the disadvantage when you use a sim stop, because I use a simulation stop. Sometimes you may get taken out a tick or two later, but also a lot of times it's going to keep you in the trade, because if the price gets hit exactly, sometimes you may not get fill on the stop, so which is a good thing. Let me clear my throat. So in this particular case, I got taken out a tick later than I wanted to, but yeah, okay, we'll get some kind of pullback here if we were to be going long. So, but we're going into this resistance area too, so that's definitely not clear. We would definitely want to be buying lower than it is now, or at least give us a pullback. It does give us a couple bars of it's very shallow though. I would probably do something toward 49, 5 points down. Give him a turnaround then we can think about going along. See, here we're getting this ranging action here. So to me, it's not really ready yet to go one or the other. Again, we're in the value area here. Let's see. What do we get? Like this little pullback here. So it goes back down this way, and then give us a move to the upside this way here. So give me that double pullback I usually talk about. Because we have the view up. I don't think we want to execute here going along. Looks like we're breaking up to the upside here. Breaking to the upside. Now, could the viewer be the place that they're turning back to the downside here? That's possible. Look at the NQ here. Okay. Just rearrange those lines. Yeah. Definitely looks like we want to go higher here. Again, since we have resistance, a short does make sense here as well. So right on the next bar down here, maybe thinking about going short, but at the same time, yeah. What we may do here is get a short below 55.5 and have a stop really maybe, 3 point stop instead of the regular 5, because we still see here there's a possibility this market turns around to the downside here. But let's just wait and see. I'm gonna have my order go short in place here. Maybe not. Let's see. Some momentum sell to the upside. So okay, just gonna have to wait. Hmm. So I guess long is the direction, huh? Let's see. Maybe we'll wait for a pullback to go long here. Then it's not clear, so we're gonna stay on the sidelines for the moment. Like I mentioned earlier, this market is basically at a resistance in some ways, so we should expect the kind of movement we're getting here. A little bit of a back and forth between the buyers and sellers. So at the moment, we're definitely favoring the long, but we would need a little pullback before we can do that. Okay, I think we're getting the pullback that we want. Yeah, we're getting that pullback, I think. Let's see. The U-turn here, we may want to go long, but I think we have enough room at least for our first target. The next resistance level would be at 62 and a quarter. Close to our first target at least. At least we'll be able to reduce our risk by the time we get to 62 and a quarter. If we were to go long from like 60 and three quarters. So we're gonna put a buy stop here. Coming back. Well, this was resistance. Now, hopefully, this will serve as support. So my order entry would be at
Order submitted.
59 and three quarters is my entry to go long. So let's see if we can get this bounce. Is a real one. Yeah, getting some greenback on at ES, which is showing some alignment here and the different brick sizes to the upside.
Order filled.
Okay, we got fill. 59 and three quarters. See if we can at least get to our first target here. NQs looks like it wants to go higher, so for the ES we'll follow suit here. Hmm. Yeah, lots of back and forth here between the two, between the sellers and buyers here. Okay, looks like this back and forth is still going on. But at least we up about 4 ticks now. It's a very sensitive area because we got some sellers interest here, which is very, very understandable. Well, right above the VWAP. So let's see if we, this back and forth here around the VWAP is to be expected. An hour long here because again my that light blue line to me was resistance when Rubric could come back to it and bounce on that in that U-turn here. This is when I went long, you know. So this candle went up, then I went long. Okay, see some push to the upside here. So let's see if we can. We're gonna do up 6 ticks. We're gonna reduce our liabilities by 6 ticks. We're gonna go to 55. No, actually 56 would be, or our stop would be down here. You know, got a chance here to hit that first target. We got pretty close to it. Got one more tick. We're gonna move our stop to break even. You know, we got an ATM that does that for us at 9 ticks, and we're at 8 ticks at the moment. There you go. Oh, maybe this ATM does that 10 ticks. Thought it was 9. Okay. There you go. 10 ticks. Hopefully we got one more tick up.
Target filled.
We hit the first target. Let's see if we can continue on this path to the upside to hit that second target. Now, way in advance, we know 62 and a quarter probably going to be a resistance. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get to that next target here. If it's not, you know, we'll wait for, you know, for the pullback to finish and make the U-turn and go long again. If everything stayed the same as far as the market conditions here. Okay. Stop it trading at the moment. Just 2 more points here. Okay, 1 more point here from the high. From the 64 and a quarter to 65 and a quarter. 1 more point here. Let's see if we can get to that second target. It's looking like we're gonna get stopped out here in profit for the second in the second contract, but you know, we're just waiting and see how it goes. Yeah, just gonna be patient here with that second contract. Either it's gonna hit or stop. Got two more ticks for that to happen.
Stop filled.
Yeah, got stopped out, or it was gonna hit our target. Now, I'm gonna pull back here to 58 area, which is right above the VWAP. We probably would want to go long again, but it's almost 10:30, which is the initial balance. It will be officially formed at 10:30. The initial balance again is the low. It's the range between the low of the session starting at 9:30 until 10:30. So that's your pretty significant range to be mindful of. So typically after 10:30, if market trades above that, so we're looking for some longs, some bullish moves. If it trades below that, typically it's gonna go lower. Doesn't always happen. It's usually those highs and lows of the initial balance can be used as manipulation points where they break the high to induce some buying and then turn it around to the downside, or break the lows to induce some selling and turn it around to the upside. So that's something to keep in mind. Looks like right now we got taken out almost to the tick, because the low on this was 61. Our stop was at 61 and a quarter when we got taken out. So that's gonna happen when you trail your stop. They come back and tag you out, and then they go straight to your target. That's part of that's the give and take that you give when you trail. Trailing, hey, if they come back and take you out at break even completely, or you can capture some points, some ticks as the market goes your way, in that second contract. So that's what we decided to do today. Typically, that's what we do. But sometimes we intervene manually and move the stop back a little bit to give it room for the pullback. Here, giving a couple ticks would have definitely been beneficial. But it's all in hindsight. We cannot be trading in hindsight. Trading is about foresight and making the right, decision at the right edge. As part of the title of this stream, it's really trading at the right edge, because I can scroll back here and tell you everything that happened, but it already happened. So it already happened, and then we can have a bigger, clearer picture to know why it happened. But at the moment, it looks like it's attacking that the swing. Right, give us a new high here, which would have broken. If we break this high, goes to 65 and a quarter. That was where our second target was. Okay. Let's wait and see. There's nothing for us to do right at the moment. Both the NQ and the ES are resistance. Preferably, what we would like to see is some kind of pullback on the ES to probably 58 area, and then turn around from there. If that does happen, then we'd be interested in the buy. So it's 10:31. The initial balance is officially in as formed here. So the high of this candle is 64 and a quarter. So that's the top of the initial balance, and the low down here at 940 is 45. So we got about a 19-point range on the initial balance here. So again, typically what I like to see is some kind of selling, give us a pullback to get engaged long. But also sometimes we may not get that. You may just get a straight up move from here. So we wait to make a decision on which way we want to be trading here. But our bias at the moment is to the upside. Again, our second target would have gotten hit here. But now let's look and see 64 and a quarter is the initial balance high. So that number, that area, could serve as support as well. So if we get a pullback toward that and the U-turn, we may go long from there too. But doesn't look like we're getting that at the moment. So let's see if we can get a pullback. If we get a pullback towards 64 and a U-turn, then we may want to engage long. NQ, it's a little while. Usually I don't trade that, but we're looking at a setup here too. Even though the last 10-15 minutes, last 40-15 minutes, the NQ has been kind of ranging between those two levels. So I'm not a breakout trader either. So I can say I'm just going to use this as my entry for a breakout, because a lot of fake outs happen in the NQ and in the markets in general. But the NQ is notorious for that, because if you had a breakout order here, this was your entry, you got taken in and immediately taken to the woodsheds here. So we'll wait here and see what the ES does. Yeah, doesn't look like we're gonna get the pullback we wanted here in the ES. Um, Pushing higher here, and the ES. So again, coming back towards 64 here would be ideal. With a turnaround, we would go long, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen here. And the NQ is giving us some bullish action here. But again, we're right at the pivot, so we don't want to be taking that. So let's wait. We're at a resistance area here with the ES anyway, so we don't want to be taking all along here either. So waiting for a pullback is our best bet. So if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my powder dry for now. I'm looking at the order flow here in the ES. It's like we had a stalemate here. Resistance again. You see a little bit of selling here, which we would like to see. Would like a pullback so we can buy it. We're not gonna buy it at this level. Definitely would be, you know, don't want to be selling it either. But if we get the pullback and the U-turn, then we can engage long. That's the plan at least, yeah. Now the NQ, we broke that resistance. Now we're hitting it from the other side. Now it's going to become support, potentially. So a U-turn here on the NQ may say, hey, we may go on higher. I think if we do get a next trade on this stream here, that's probably would be our last trade for the day. If we do get an opportunity here, we'll take it right on stream. But if not, this market being FOMC today, we're not gonna force anything. I mean, we really shouldn't be forcing anything when we're trading. But especially on a day like today, we'll be extra careful because FOMC is about three more hours. We're gonna have a little over three more hours. We're gonna have FOMC, so that's something to keep in mind. So we may see a market that's dead between now and then. And if there's no clear direction in the market and there's no movement, the best course of action is to stay away from it. Doesn't look like we're gonna get that pullback in the ES. Just looking at the NQ, kind of flying higher now. So yeah, it looks like we not gonna get that pullback on the ES, at least not for the moment. Just looking at the bottom right chart in 30 minutes NQ. Actually, I'm gonna maximize it. It did hit that first fair value gap and turn around. This definitely would have been a nice entry at 9:30 here. 21,930. Be up about 118 points. See if you took that entry down here. The ES. What happened is the ES never really made it that far, which I was short down here, got taken out. Now we making a new high for the day. Definitely would want to see a pullback to go along, but we're getting close to 11 o'clock. 3 more hours after that will be FOMC. We're gonna stay away from FOMC today, like we usually. Any major news, we don't trade it. At least not directly the news. We may trade the aftermath, but it'll be 2 p.m. I think at that point, I think I'll be doing something else. Won't be trading FOMC today. So ES definitely climbing higher. We never get the pullback we wanted. When this happened here, we say, hey, would like to see a pullback, but this kept going. So the next level that I would like to see a pullback to on the ES would be 59 and a quarter. Sorry, 69 and a quarter. This blue dotted line here. This was resistance, broke it. Now if it comes back to it and give us a U-turn, then we may engage long. But let's see if we get that. If we don't get that, honestly, in the next 10-15 minutes, we don't get any setup, we'll close up shop for the day. And so it looks like we're getting a little bit of a pullback here. So let's see what we get. Yeah, we're getting a pullback on the NQ. Now, the pullbacks on the NQ are usually much steeper than the ones in the ES. And so right now we already went down a good 19.30 points on the NQ from the high. And then the ES we only went down maybe 2.5. So 2.5 points. But hopefully we can get this little pullback we were looking for to 69 and a quarter in the U-turn. Then we may consider going long at that point. Yeah, I don't think I see any chat in the question here. So Well, good. Hopefully, you guys are staying safe out there and plan your trade and trade your plans. In an uptrend like we have right now in the ES and NQ, a shallow pullback could be a sign also of a strong market. So, I know in the ES I wanted to get, I was hoping that it gets to 69 and a quarter, but with the U-turn here, we may keep going higher. So, I'm not gonna be too quick to jump the gun here, but also we may get the U-turn right at the moment here. We would rather have it a little deeper. Um, but if we don't get that deeper pullback, we're just gonna go with it. And on the downtrend, a shallow pullback is just showing, hey, there's a lot selling going on, and it's a very, very weak market. Sometimes what we predict will, most of the time, not happen. that's a part of trading. That's why being in the predicting business and trading is very dangerous, because we don't try to predict the market. We're just trying to react to what it's doing. Predicting is for analysts. Those people on Wall Street that get paid buckles of money to evaluate companies and industries and this and that. But us as traders, we're just trying to trade what the market's giving us. We're trading what we're seeing. But like right now, this market clearly to the upside. Can we get a couple more bars to the negative here, then a U-turn? That'd be ideal. But if we don't get it, we may just engage long here too at 73 and 3/4. So let's see if we can buy an up close here. Well, it's kind of high of the day, really close to this. But with order flow the way it's going, I think we might at least get to the next target here. Let's see. Yeah, would have been in already, but we didn't engage because again, I'd like to see at least another attempt to go lower than the U-turn. That would gives me more confidence in my entry here. So if we get that double pullback, something like this, it goes higher, then go lower, and go much higher, then that'll give us a little more confidence in our entry as far as the pullbacks will be behind us. Because at the moment here, entering here would be, yes, a little riskier than entering after a U-turn in the future. So I think at the moment we'll stay put. See what's happening in the NQ as well. As you can see here, it looks like we're gonna pull back a little more on the NQ. The ES does the same. Then with the U-turn, we can go long. So let's wait. I would enter at 73 3/4, now I would be down 3 points. So that's why sometimes waiting is the best way to really gauge and see what the market. If it's not clear, don't get engaged. Um, you know, like right now, if we get a push up here, then I think it's a better entry. Uh, let's see. Let's make sure.
Order submitted.
At 72 3/4. Not because it's 1 point lower, because now we have that double pullback thing happening here. Then I can have a tighter stop. I can move my stop all the way to 3 points and not feeling too bad about it, giving the market enough room to operate. So
Order filled.
okay, we got filled here. Emergency stop is in place. So now, anything that's 4 or 5 ticks, I can move my stop to break even at least. Let's see. I'm gonna leave the emergency stop in place at the moment, but I will be quick to move my I can move my stop a little quicker than if I didn't have that second pullback, because now I know if we come back down to 69.5, I definitely don't want to be in this trade anymore. So that's why I can go and drop my stop right there. So I'm gonna reduce my risk here, because if we're ranging here, if it breaks this range one way or the other, hopefully we'll break it to the upside for the sake of this trade. But if it goes to the other way, we're probably gonna take off 2 points off our liabilities, and again we'll be done trading for the day. Win, lose, or draw in this situation here. So let's wait and see. Again, we know we've definitely bought high here, but we're waiting for that little pull back, and turn around. We'll get it. It's not always going to work out. So if it doesn't work out here, that's fine. It's 11:03 here on the East Coast on a Wednesday, December 18th. So again, if you, at the beginning of the stream, I talk about Christmas Eve probably will be my last streaming day for the year, and I'll take a break, maybe about 10-day break. Then we'll come back on the third and the second. So on the 2nd of January 2nd, that's the goal, to be back. I'm not sure yet. I'll make the determination by then. If it's not the 2nd, I may even wait for the next, for the following week. So let's see what happened here. So nice back and forth going on here. Let's see. Can we get to this first target before we get to this stop? Again, so far we 1-1, one winner, one loser. But this is looking more like it's going to be 2 losers today and 1 winner, which is fine. Some days going to be losing days. Just part of the trading game. So Okay. We got within a tick of a stop. Looks like the buyers wanna, engage here again. Well, we'll see if they're gonna be able to reverse it here. Um, NQ's flying higher, but let's see if that's gonna reflect in the ES here. Um, Definitely bought at a higher price than normal here. I wanted to see a deeper pullback typically, but here's why. One of the reasons that I went long here is because sometimes we may not get that deeper pullback, and we got close enough to um, you know get to this band here. And when this turnaround happened and that second little pullback, got a 1, 2, turn around, I went long. Just stick with my plan. And because I know if we go below this band, we're probably going to go much lower, I reduced my original risk, which was 5.25, 5 points, and 5.25 points. So I saw 3.25 points. So it's staying within my rules. Again, to my liking. Yeah, that's a little high buying here, but let's see if we can get the turnaround to go the other way here. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we're done trading for the day. Win, lose, or draw here, we will be done trading for the day anyway. That was the plan. So with that said, a couple of ticks away from my stop. 1 tick away. Let's see if we can survive this. If not, we'll be trading tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. And hopefully we'll get some better results tomorrow.
Stop filled.
I stopped out here at my stop got hit here. We out for the day. Again, we're gonna see if some kind of acceleration to the downside here, because this was a pretty significant level. Yeah. Could be one of those things you get taken out by a couple ticks and then turn around your way. 69.25. I remember saying, hey, this could be a nice little place to turn around from there. So, but we didn't get that until now. Well, anyway, recap real quick. We went short down here because following this momentum, saying, hey, Nick, it looks like we had this pullback and turn around to the downside. Up a couple of ticks, then took me out. Then realized, okay, market is up to the upside now. We went long. First target got hit. Second target would have definitely got hit with plenty of room. But we got ticked out by a couple of ticks by trailing our stop. Now, going lower. Going lower here from this high. Again, this was the previous high of the day. So now you have manipulation too. Went long here. Thinking, hey, this was a shallow pullback. We're gonna keep going higher, but it looks like we're getting a deeper pullback. I'm still bullish in this market. It's a matter of now when we're gonna get that U-turn to go the other way. But keep in mind, today is less than 3 hours for FOMC. So I think Powell is speaking at 2:30. So, okay, is this the U-turn we talked about here? Maybe not. So it's still going in a way that's not too clear at the moment, but I can see some buyers stepping in here on my order flow chart. So let's see what happens, and good luck with the rest of the day trading if you're still trading. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.